I do this competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make a ice.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tigers of Montreal taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. It's gone. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 12, 52. 6, 7.
Following the interception, Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
That throw by Young incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Strike, white. Green strike. Black open.
On second down, Young again. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more, Young. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Young. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Here we go.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, the Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Come on,
2nd down and 6 now.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Ready, ready.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They run with Bowden, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young to throw it. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jayden Reed with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Tigers are able to widen their advantage. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
77 Wolf.
On the ground, it's Bowden, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mustang 19. Ready.
2nd and 11. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Red cycle. 12, 10, 6, 7.
Now Young. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He gets it complete to Harris.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step and utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
70 Lions. Go.
2nd and 9 now. Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Young rolling to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Young working out of the gun. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are able to extend their lead. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try.
Switch, yellow. Ready?
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try.
Green jack. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Warriors 70.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And quickly, they get to the line. First and 10, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Tony. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Blaster, 6, right, 97. Smack, red. Right.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a room to maneuver. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the Montreal first down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here is Young. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third down and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hurt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Young will set to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. The turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That throw by Young incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Young on third down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 12-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Duvernay in motion. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
In motion right is Tony. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3.
And 3.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers is down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Steelers 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think? Out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here's Bowden. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Rocco 80. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Campbell. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw is Campbell. To throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Tigers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Tigers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And this This will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Campbell to throw on second down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
You don't lose. Watch this. Stay.
Now a second down throw for Young. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Looking to throw, Young. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But he's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now Campbell on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Tony. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Campbell now off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw. Campbell. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Young's going to throw it here, looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Ready?
To throw on second down is Young. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And a Montreal first down.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Young. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Go the other way. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.